Hey, what's up guys? Just jumping in with a quick guide on how to get the Wishkeeper exotic bow. This is the new seasonal exotic and it just came out today with the daily reset. The mission is actually pretty fun on both normal and legend. You just want to have something for unstops if you decide to try legend. Now you access this mission via the helm, and you'll need to be caught up with the seasonal story before you can actually launch it. This is a Twitch guide because unbeknownst to me, I ran out of storage on my normal recording device and didn't even notice. So this is actually attempt number 3. Please enjoy.
Alright, let's look at this really quick. Let's check out the actual stuff on the bow. So, go to reshape here. Snare Weaver precision hits and final blows build energy towards a Snare Weaver arrow that can be fired from the hip. On impact, Snare Weaver arrows create a pattern of traps that suspend nearby targets. Alright, what we got here? Snare Weaver, the intrinsic trait. Precision hits and final blows build energy towards a Snare Weaver arrow that can be fired from the hip. On impact, Snare Weaver arrows create a pattern of traps that suspend nearby targets. Okay. Looks like all of these additional unlocks are not available right now. In weeks to come, they should be available. Let's see here. Got the bowstring. Same story, intrinsic upgrade required, which is not available right now. Same for the arrows. Silkbound Slayer. This weapon deals bonus damage to suspended targets. Gain faster draw time for a short duration when you suspend a target from any source or damage a suspended target with this weapon. Okay. Let's look at the intrinsic traits or the catalyst here. During snare refit. Snare Weaver traps last longer. Okay. Multi-threaded snare. Snare Weaver traps can suspend more targets, which I'm going to assume is more like probably a more intricate design on the ground. Vorpal weapon, you know what that is. And hatchling. Okay. Not too bad. And here your grips, which like I said, we'll have to do more weeks, or do this in weeks to come to unlock those other intrinsic upgrades, to unlock the extra grips. Alright, let's gather a team here so we can do this mission really quick. So while we're waiting, so these are your modifiers on normal. Void Threat, Solar Surge, Stasis Surge, all that good stuff. But in Legend, same stuff, Overcharged Bow, Strand Surge, Solar Surge, Shocker, Void Threat, and also Unstop. So keep that in mind if you come in here and do Legend. But we're going to do normal here. Wait, the other guy didn't join either. I just sent one just in case. I'm going to be doing some talking because I am recording this for a YouTube video via Twitch, so don't mind me. Drop down here. There is a chest in this area, which I have to memorize. Let's go across. You can kind of see it when you look down. You see like a little lit up area. That's where you're going to jump down into, and there'll be a chest down there. Actually, if I remember correctly, it's almost before you exit this area. It's right down there. So you just jump down here, cut around this corner, which I can't see it now, but the chest is either here or right here. But then you run into the first mechanic with this, which, see the symbol above the door there? It's pretty self-explanatory on this one, but it's also the same symbol above that boss. You have to have that buff right there in order to do damage to the boss. Once you kill that boss, you get to go through the door. So similar mechanic in here. So you see the bosses and the doors. You have to have the buff to actually see the doors, if I'm not mistaken. So you grab that, or the symbols above the door. So yeah, once we have the buff, you can actually see the symbol now. And if you look at the main door here in the back, that's going to be the 3 symbols. You just have to kill the bosses under those symbols in order. So we need to find fish first. Alright. Alright, you see the paracausal energies gather. That's when you know you've done the right one. Now we're going dragon, which is on the right side. But there's also going to be ads that spawn and a pair of cyclopses that spawn. Which there's one there. It's that guy. There goes your cyclopses again. Oh, just kill the guy in there. This right here. Perfect, and that's what opens the door. Oh no, no jumping yet. Just introduced to the second buff that we'll be using. Gotta get this buff to go through the poison doors that you see there. Get through these poisonous areas, I should say. If you lose a buff while you're in the area, your health will start ticking down like you're standing in a blight. You still make it out, but you will also start to slow down. Just gotta go and reproc that buff. There's 3 areas in here, if I remember correctly. Just pick one of these rooms and go kill the boss. I don't remember where the entrance is. So they're up here. On Legend, I would suggest all going to the same one. On regular, you really don't have to. Kill the wyvern in here. Looks like it. Perfect. Once that guy is dead, get to the end. We'll X on that.
Then you're going to want to repeat that 2 more times in the different rooms in this area.
You can come out of here going this way. We should have opened up the main door in here. Yep. Come out to all these ads. This wyvern, but he's not the only boss here. And that opens up this door. Now the jumping puzzle. So here's your third mechanic, which is basically just combining the first 2 buffs. And also there's a door down here, shows you the order of these bosses you need to, or the order that you need to defeat the bosses in. So we've got fish, snake, and dragon. Dragon's on the left. We're gonna go to fish on the right. Of course, once you get that second buff, now your buff is called Crowned by Dragons. That's a combination of the 2. In order to refresh it, you only need to run through one of them. Not to run through both of them again to refresh. This guy. Kill this guy. Perfect. Now we just go to the left, take out that last guy, and then we're on to the boss. And a mechanism unlocks, means we've done it. And we're going down. Same thing down here, you want to have both buffs. There are little pools on the left and right where you can reproc. Ooh, what else? And that's the mission. There's your loot.